Alrighty. Hello everyone, and welcome. Just a random stream. Decided to do a little bit of Call of Cthulhu tonight. I had some issues with it running on this new machine. I don't think I really ran it on this machine before. It's been several months, so I went ahead and got that fixed up, and now we are going to see about continuing a little bit of Call of Cthulhu. Hope everyone's been doing well. I know I hadn't been streaming much ever since I quit doing the Fridays on Ice show, and you never know. I'm kind of wacky wonky. I'm gonna probably end up doing more Fridays on Ice at some point. I've just taken some time to kind of clean up some of my interfaces that I've had with the streaming channels. I kind of got some new overlays going on that I made myself. Hopefully they'll all be fine, but we'll just have to wait and see. I did all this myself, so I didn't hire anybody at this point. Eventually I'm gonna have to hire someone if I want to do this more often, but anyway, we're gonna continue. Last time we left off, I had not played this on my own, so this has all been previously streamed. This might be the third or fourth stream that I do, but the last time I left off, I was at the Sanders residence, and we're gonna go back on that. In fact, if you look at this, it was January 26th was the last time I played. So that was the last time I would have streamed this, so it's been a while. But we're gonna continue and see where we go. I would read this stuff, but it's probably going to disappear faster, but I can try. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. And I'll have to read this. It's about to kill off here. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce, the detective, goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about Shambler, that unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Now, I left off in this room where this creature from the netherworld, or wherever it's at, is coming through a painting on the wall. And I've got to try to figure out how to kill this thing. So this ought to be an adventure, because if I remember right, I tried multiple times and I died after died after died after died. One death after the other on this thing. So very, very, very likely I'm going to continue to screw this up. So let's see what happens. And if anybody does end up watching, I guess I could raise the in-game audio a bit if I have to. Hopefully it's decent. Yeah, watch this thing coming through that painting. I remember this. I died a lot, though. Oh, crap. That's like uber creepy right there.
What the hell was that?
So now oh crap, he caught me already. Jesus. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to chat or anything like that because apparently you die in seconds. So yeah. I wasn't even watching, and he creeped up on me and killed me. I may have to end up doing a cheat.
What the hell was that?
Where's the closet? Where's the closet? I remembered I had to hide in the damn closet. I think I have to get the right weapon, and I have to destroy the painting before he gets to it. But you see, this crap's gonna make me black out.
Damn. Did it? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Oh shit, he found me. I think it's the dagger I have to get. But I have to get the dagger. I have to get the dagger, and I gotta go destroy the painting.
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I fooled him this time. Please, please, please let me have fooled him. Okay, if he can go into that back room, I might be able to get to the painting in time, because right there, he's in the way of where I need him. I need to see him in this back. I know y'all can't see where I'm pointing, but I need to see him in the back of the room on the left there. I mean, on the right. I've got to get him in that room. Before this drives me crazy and I black out, of course. I'm gonna just have to take a chance. Because I've never stayed in the closet all that long. I don't know what that's gonna do. Okay. Okay, if he goes back into that back room, I'm gonna run out. Nope. Damn it, he got me. Ah, this is stressful. I'm gonna have to do a cheat. So apologies. I've got to figure out exactly what to do so we don't take forever in this crap. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Here we go.
What the hell was that?
I gotta figure out which one it was. By the Phoenix. Okay, there he goes. Nope. 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 He's gonna kill me again, but that's okay. Nope, he got me. So let's see. So immediately I turn around. Okay, I go into the room with the closet. Oh. So I go past this. I have to go way over here. Think I see where it's at. I forgot how to sneak though.
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that?
Damn it, he caught me. Shit. Excuse my French. Yeah. This could not be more damn stressful. I've got to get this down, damn it.
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that?
Oh, shit! Crap! Who'd have thought he was right freaking there? Oh, if I get past this part, man, this will be a miracle.
Did it hear that?
Crap! And I can't go fast enough. He's got me. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I've tried like 1,000 times already. There has to be a way.
What the hell was that?
Okay.
Damn. Did it hear that?
Shit. He found me. I was hoping that would distract him enough. But it's like he's right there. Every time I go to do something, he's right there. That's just crazy.
What the hell was that?
Let's just wait for him. I want him to be in that back corner back there. If I can see him in that back room to the right, I think I can make it work. I want to see him in that back room. He's probably going to kill me. I'm not very patient. Crap. Okay, I don't see him anywhere.
Damn. Did it hear that?
Did he find me?
Shit! Oh, God.
It's getting frustrating.
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link.
Come on,
Maybe
I
if
picked
I
up the
destroy
dagger.
That thing
What the hell?
came out of this painting.
Oh, shit. How did I not pick up the dagger? This is crap.
What the hell was that?
I'm obviously still doing something wrong.
Down. This dagger looks different.
Please, 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 please. Got it. Yes! Woo! Finally! No, don't put me in there. You go back in by yourself. Oh, man. That was stressful. Oh, my hand is black. Why is my hand black?
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I
And
do.
that's probably not half as challenging as what's coming up.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
No, it's
Take it as
not.
payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
A
Now go
canary?
see your antique seller.
I ain't your canary.
I've still got things to settle with Irene.
I ain't your damn canary woman. Oh, now who's this? I don't remember her. Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce, after a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Algernon Drake. Now we're heading to the library, and I can't pronounce nothing.
Where's the bookseller?
Alaska. A series of books on Alaska. California to Alaska, apparently. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, those are nothing.
An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 4. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice, and in his head, because it must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Go in there in a minute. Just want to see if there's anything else. Ah, there's something.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Darkwater History by Harry Campbell, Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by the Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Okay, there's a lamp burning. Oh, there's another book.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers placed truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book discovered in the nameless bookstore on Darkwater could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. I wish I could slow down the mouse. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'll say it again. The graphics on this thing are just incredible.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Melas Beastarium. This collection of catalogs and classifies creatures that I never heard of, divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as a reference work on the beastry of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Okay. Do I have skills that I can... Okay, so I have 16 character points I can do. Left the Sanders house still shaken by my encounter with the Shambler. Thanks to Kat's indications, I ended up at the Nameless Bookstore, the haunt for devotees of esotericism. The place seems to have been burglarized, but who could have done such a thing? Can I spend those now? I don't know if I can spend them now. Another book. The Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection. Book 2. As precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. Reverie of Medicine, Tome 2. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. See, I passed right here earlier, and I hadn't seen that book, so you have to really take your time. I'm going to go back through the whole front end before I go into those back rooms, because you never know, I might have missed something. I wish I could slow down the mouse speed. I'm going to have to look into that when I hang up today. It's just an oil can. Apparently, it's not doing anything. There's a book. Darkwater History, Volume 4. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak with the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears to be even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for crustaceans. In 1847, cetaceans, I can't say it, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to the port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this
Hey,
safe.
what's up, man? Welcome. How's it going? You ever play this game before? Let's see, I gotta figure out what's next.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Did I get everything? I did the mouse click to leave the bookstore. You still there, Delarfin? All right. I left the Sanders house still shaken by my encounter with the Shambler. Oh, cool. I hope everything's been going well for you. I know I hadn't been doing the Fridays on Ice thing anymore, but there's just, it just wasn't a lot of interest. It seemed like I said, I may do some more of it, but I'm enjoying some of these other games at the moment. But I still mostly play DDO. Still playing it. I just quit that streaming, try to do a few other things here, and I had to clean up some of my overlays and all that. So just took a little bit of break from streaming. I may go back to it, but there's just not a lot. Doesn't seem to be a ton of interest, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, I like playing all these video games. I literally probably have at least 100 different games that I play, and I want to stream a good many of them. So I took the time to build out a lot of the overlays for the games that I plan on streaming. This is one of them. I'm super interested in these story-based. Even though I don't necessarily read very well, I'm super interested in these story-based games like this Call of Cthulhu. It is amazing. I'm like wide open like a kid with these things. Oh yeah. And I do. I literally, there's no joke. I play DDO every day. My favorite is Lotro because I like Lord of the Rings type games, and I play a lot of other things besides Lord of the Rings online. But I love Tolkien themed games, so I have several of them. But literally, even though Lotro is my favorite, I play DDO every day. It's the thing I got the most time invested in, so it's hard to let it go. Let's see. I left the Sanders home still shaken by my encounter with the Shambler. Thanks to Cat's indications, I ended up at the Nameless Bookstore, a haunt for devotees of esotericism. The place seems to have been burglarized. Who could have done such a thing? Charles Hawkins tried to burglarize Algernon Drake's bookstore, but how's it possible given he's supposed to be dead? There's a lot more behind this story than mere conjugal drama. What did Sarah Hawkins and Algernon Drake try to hide in the latter's safe? So Algernon Drake, the owner of the bookstore, also knew Sarah Hawkins. Their relationship went far beyond that of seller of a faithful client. She helped him to protect an object. They hid it in the back room safe, and Sarah Hawkins painted this strange symbol on the door. Charles Hawkins must have wanted to steal it. I must open this safe and find out what's inside. How can I find the combination? I'm gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna die. Oh, and look, I got more. Oh, look. All of a sudden. Okay, I'm gonna have to completely re-explore the bookstore because now there's a whole bunch of things popping up for me to read. And I'll bet you one of them contains the combination. I have a feeling that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to start in this little room and see if there's anything in here. Okay. I don't see anything triggering in here. Oh, yep, right here.
Things are not looking good.
Somebody was playing chess and not doing so well, apparently.
Things are not looking good.
Oh, they're about to checkmate. Yeah, that's why. Nothing here. So what games are you still playing, bud? And if you don't feel like chatting, it's all good. I'm just driving conversation, and I'm interested in what games you play. Maybe we might be able to team up on some games. I can rattle through my list if you wish.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
On what? I'll bet there's a player somewhere in here. I don't see anything there. But here, there's a ton of stuff.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Arkham Anthology Volume 3, Things That Should Not Be. I've been playing games that I hadn't played yet. Among them, just for information / conversation, whatever. There's a couple of them that I really want to get into that I hadn't even installed yet that I bought, and I want to get into. There's some horror games like Demonologist, Amnesia, a couple of those, so those all seem like they're going to be pretty decent. I'm waiting for another one to come out that may not come out. It's called, I think it's called They Are Here. It's an alien abduction game that looked pretty interesting. Got another horror one called The Exorcist. Elden Ring, I want to install that and give it a shot because it seems like a lot of people are playing that and seem to like it pretty good. Let's see. New World, I haven't tried it yet, but I have New World. Want to give that a shot. Prey, I have that. I haven't played it yet. That looks pretty decent. I have a multi-user. I think you need 5 users, one to control each level of the ship. It's called Stellaris. It's kind of like a Star Trek type space bridge simulator game. So oh my God. My two of my kids, both daughters, two of my daughters. I have 4 kids total, but 3 daughters, 1 son. 2 of the daughters play Stardew Valley. And they absolutely love it. I've watched them play a little bit, and they absolutely love that game. They cannot talk enough about Stardew Valley. Not my kind of game, but they absolutely love it. Oh, and the other one that I want to give a try is called Undecember. That looks really good. Well, and it's also a Stellaris is also, you've got to have like 4, 5, or 6 other friends because it's a cooperative game. You can't play it by yourself. So it's meant to bring you all together and play a game. You each take a certain, like one takes engineering, one takes security, that kind of thing. I've seen it played at, we used to go to Coast Con at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum there in Biloxi, and I played it there, and it is a ton of fun, but you've got to have, it's either 5 or 7 people, I don't remember, but super fun. And then, of course, I've got a bunch of the Warhammer series. I've got V Rising, which I've played before, XCOM 2. Pretty much every Star Wars game that's come out, and I'm fixing to pick up the new one that just came out as well. So it's going to be some fun stuff. My point is I got tons of them that I want to play. And I'd like to stream most of them as I get time. A collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth, professor at the Miskatonic University. Miskatonic, okay? This volume is part of Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on exotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Volume 1 from Orlinda, an ancient Frisian manuscript translated by William R. Sandbach. Text claims that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this people. and moreover that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. This volume is part of the Ark of Mythology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Another one. Okay, I think that's the one I just read. So we got both of those.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Collection of the long-term astrological predictions written in verse, written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Leone and Theophilus Widebridge.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. Re-edition by Claudia D. Waits based on L.W. de Lawrence's original.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Collection of poems by Edward Pickham Derby, also known as Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche, in its form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trip off to Carico. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection. The least that can be said about this book is the title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors to consult its pages.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
I just did that. That's going to be sticky. Got a hole in your lip, that happens. Jesus Christ. Ain't nobody sloppier. Nobody sloppier than us old people. Page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I'm in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, in order that they may be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she's still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity and sharp as mine as sharp as mine, can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combined in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content to the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Archmage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you'll be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide nor to suffer from your actions. You actions, it sounds like a coon ass. Suffer from your actions? Yeah, you, yeah. Yeah, you, yeah, huh? Well, hello there, Shell BB. What's up, my girl? What's going on? Okay, so I have looked through that, but I need a player to play the cylinders. I need a player to play the cylinders. Where am I going to find a player to play the cylinders? I need a player. There's no player up here. Oh, there it is. There it is.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Yep, first time. That's true.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
I'm glad you're here, sweetheart.
We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Hmm. This is definitely going to be confusing. Hmm. Y'all still there? It does. Every time you play through it, you can have a completely different ending. That is 100% correct. And it's fun. I love this game. Have you ever played it? Did you play through to the end? Because I plan on playing it through to the end. Just haven't done it yet. Apparently, I don't have this figured out. Yeah, I did. It's a cool story and some choices, especially close. Help determine the ending you get. You'll find out a lot about some of the characters. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it through the end, but it's going to take me forever because before tonight, I hadn't played this since January. That's how long it had been. Apparently, I don't have this right. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't want to do this. The Nameless Bookstore. In the Nameless Bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is gonna stress me out.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
He needs to take a shower. He stinks.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color.
When you don't shower, you stink.
Dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Huh?
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
He's turning
I'm sure
into
you'll
the
find an
Kraken.
explanation. You have to.
He's a Kraken.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden.
Oh, here comes Spiffy.
May I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
You lying.
No, Doctor. This patient
You
isn't
lying
himself
trash.
anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human.
He knows.
Fascinating. An animal, you say?
He knows.
Would you be
I'm
more
telling you, he
precise?
knows.
Cephalopod, perhaps.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You lying
You
sack of
disappoint
shit.
me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget
Somebody
who
else
you
had
deal
jumped in
with.
for a minute.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Oh, hell. Oh, I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna die.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
That sure looks like an uncomfortable hospital bed, doesn't it? Man, I wouldn't want to be in this dingy hospital. Look at all this crap laying around here. Looks like a damn sewer. Look at all this stuff. Look at it. The door. Look how dirty the door is. That door reeks of infection, fungus, and disease.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Dude, you look like crap and you got stuff floating on your face. Oh, you're nasty.
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Man, this is nasty.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Oh man, this is just gross. This just gross and disgusting and nasty.
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. Mrs. Sanders? Oh, God!
You ain't got no arms.
Could this have been avoided?
Oh, she's dead. Ooh, excuse me. She's dead. I didn't notice she was dead. Autopsy report on Irene Sanders. The autopsy was done by Dr. Fuller. He describes a wound to the right side of the head due to a shot at point blank range and comes to the conclusion that it was suicide. I don't see no shot to the head. Her head look all together. She don't look hurt.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
I want to see the other patient's
Another
files.
insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Empty bed.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Why am I stuck?
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
She's a bit rough around the edges, ain't she? Let's see. I want to try. Maybe that's his office. Oh, that's just a nurse's station, I'll bet you.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Yeah, there's no map on here.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a...
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water
Sorry,
gets
I'm not
shut
doing
off,
a lot of talking.
I have to go
I'm
and
watching
endure
the
her
story.
reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
There's a lot to do and people to talk to. I have to make my way to Dr. Fuller's office, and I'm just kind of exploring around right now.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Uh-oh.
The answers must be
Apparently,
hidden in
I
Fuller's
gotta
office.
figure out how to get into his office. And that must be the area. I have a feeling that's where his office is.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Got to find, I think I'm gonna have to find a key to open up that high security door. Nope, let's back out into the hallway. I'll bet there's a key somewhere around here. There's something. Oh, that's just a book. The reference book of medical sciences. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order to all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. Okay. Big whoop. I need to find this key. Okay, that's Mary Donovan's desk. I saw her name on it.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Ooh, I'm gonna slap you, you old cow.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not
You're
only
lucky
the
I
doctors
can't
who have
slap
things
you.
to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
So apparently I'm gonna have to wait till this old cow disappears.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I have to distract.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
And they got busybodies everywhere you turn.
Please. The fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Oh my goodness. You got one more person get persnickety, I'm gonna slap them.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
This file is strangely incomplete. The detail on treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice. Darkwater Riverside Institute report. Subject Edward Pierce. Date October 1924. Thomas Fuller, MD, DPH, Harvard Director. For personal and recorded use only.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
I don't think any medical care in this facility is anybody's responsibility.
Theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
Wonder if I could return the boiler room key.
Dr. Colden, do you want something?
Well, you ain't very friendly if I do. Trashy looking. Get me started. I don't even know where I'm going.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Goodness, they doing some crying. Wonder if there's anything I can use in here. Guess not. Why do I keep getting stuck? I bet you that old Kyle's still there. Look, I knew it.
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Pharmacy.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Well, where I gotta find that? Timbuktu? The hell? Find a tool.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
That's the exit. I know I don't want to go there. Maybe there's something else in that office area over here.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable, but Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay, at least I can update her sons. They still hadn't picked up that corpse. Where am I gonna find a tool? Very interesting book aimed at a wide public demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine. Magnetism, grandmother's secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis and herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of this century.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Well, I'm looking for a tool. Hey, you got a tool?
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Gotta find these tools.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's
Everybody
office.
says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Oh, where am I gonna find a tool?
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Well, there's all kinds of tools on the floor. But none of them are clickable.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
There has to be something somewhere that I am missing. I've got to find a tool to turn off the water. Looked on all the tables. Looked on all the gurneys. All the little carts. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. I've already looked in those drawers, nothing in them. Oh, excuse me.
Dr. Colden?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Well, that's nice, but that doesn't help me. I need a tool. Perfect. I knew it. I knew it.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Hercules, Hercules.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
So I don't remember where Elizabeth is.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though.
Once again.
Can't
Donovan.
I need Elizabeth.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow. Even if I know it's not.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh no.
I've unlocked something. Patient. In files. I was right. I should go another way.
No, I'm not done.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of
what's
what she
going
calls
on?
the mythos.
Oh, I didn't realize you were in a Discord.
That these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Oh, nice. Oh, I thought you were in Discord. My bad. Glad you're off, Shelby. Wait. Stuff's hard to do sometimes.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first,
I thought y'all were in Discord. My bad.
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
He's an evil bastard.
James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him.
Ooh. Man, I could go for some good gumbo right now. That would not be bad. I'm not one of those people that can only have gumbo in the winter. I can eat gumbo all year round.
I am prepared.
Especially Mama's gumbo. What?
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Okay, there's something else.
They must remain hidden in plain sight.
Why is Ethan on medication? This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Oh, there it is. Figured there had to be something else.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Yeah, amen. Amen. All year round. There's never a bad time. Gumbo, Mama's beef tip stew, any of that, the vegetable stew or the vegetable soup. You can eat that stuff anytime.
I must go back to the basement.
Go downstairs to the psychiatric wing. I don't even know where that's at.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Funny you should say that. I wore suspenders for the first time when I was about 30. I had a pair of them and I decided to wear them. I don't think Mom was ever impressed with those. It's suspenders they're not for everyone. I don't have a problem with them. Larry King wore suspenders and he was famous for it. I don't even know if you know who that is, but yeah, Oh, shit. Oh, crap.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Crap. Apparently, I just got screwed.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
I loved
thief. Oh, I
watching
swear I'll
and
shoot.
listening to Larry King's stuff. Like the old character they used to have doing the Hungry Man biscuit commercial.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
I was there, and then I was elsewhere.
No. The book can't transport you. It must have been a vision. Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside.
That's
Institute.
hilarious.
She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Yeah, this is set in the 20s. This is 1920 something. Riverside Institute. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Dr. Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 1. The Diary of Reverend Wickwood's wife. Wickwood's wife. Her husband, John, built the first Hawkins home called Hilltop at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists of the island. Previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier.
An old diary.
Apparently, I'm out of oil. My lamp. My lamp is out of oil. And I have no idea how to refill it.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
Best thing. You know how he hates to be interrupted when he's operating. Moreover, I don't know who
This way.
Oh, apparently I gotta avoid them. I didn't realize I needed to avoid them. This game is just really...
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
You get really into it. That's all I can say. Do I have to do the drawer again? I might have to. Yeah, I do.
An old diary. Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
best thing. You know how he hates to be interrupted when he's operating. Moreover, I don't know who he was opening up, but he seemed quite enthusiastic.
Yeah, I need to get down there. I would think that's the best place to go. I don't know if it's going to be opened. Okay.
No! No! My God. What is happening to me?
What the hell was that?
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
What the hell? I mean, this is kind of telling me where to go. I'm just gonna follow this, I guess. I'm just like repeating a loop here. Man, you can't get no creepier than this crap. This is just creepy. Watch something just come out like the Rougarou is gonna jump out and eat me or something. Watch.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
And I can't go into the room I wanted to go into. This is weird stuff. Eyes jumping. Can't go that way. I can't go that way. This is now blocked by a wall. This won't let me go any further. It must be that I'm meant to find something. It's like I'm in a different dimension. Ooh, that toilet smells. If okay, can't go that way. There's gotta be something I'm meant to see. Or discover? I don't know. Those are blocked off. I still can't go any further this way. Ooh, there we go. Very interesting book aimed at wide public. Oh, I just read that a while ago. I thought I had. That we read that before. Woo! I got goosebumps. I got the heebie freaking jeebies now. Okay, what just happened? What that noise? Ah! I knew it was gonna kill me or do something. Oof. I need to go fix another drink. Mercy. Oh my goodness. I'll be back in a minute. I need another drink. Be right back. All right. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to die frequently? Because I have no idea how to get out of this. Okay, that's not working. If that's supposed to work, it ain't working. Okay, I can't get over there. Am I supposed to get over there on the other side? I ain't got this figured out. Apparently what I need is on the other side. But it's not here. Yeah, it's there. It's still there, but I still can't get to it. No, I can't go through there. Ooh, I might have to take a long break. When I get to a point where I can't figure this game out, I usually just take a break. Been at it for a couple hours anyway, so it's probably time to call it on this stream. Even though I'm having a blast with it. There's definitely something in that office that I can't get to. It's on the other side, but that doesn't work. It's here again. I'm dead. They got me. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead because I gotta figure this stuff out. Appreciate everyone hanging out and watching. I've had a great time tonight. If y'all are still up, I'm gonna jump in the family chat. If y'all want to hang out and chat for a while, I'll be up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna call it on the stream for tonight. I gotta figure out what the next steps are gonna be on this thing because I'm not quite sure. But I appreciate everybody watching and hanging out. I've had fun. Y'all take care and have a good one. Thank you.